Okay, so I'm going to do this reading for you, Nina. I'm not going to use names because you haven't said whether you're okay with me doing it on here or you'd prefer it in private. So I'm just going to use the letters about why these two people broke up, M and D. I won't say their actual names, okay? Hey there, Bethel, welcome back. I've just got a reading to do for Nina. I've been waiting for her to reply, but it looks like she must be out of signal, or I was out of signal, because she's not responding to me. She was responding before and now she's not responding. So, oh, there you are. There you are. So are you okay with me saying the names and doing it on here, or would you prefer I just say M and D? Oh, you got busy, that's why you weren't responding. Okay. Yeah, so you okay with me doing it now? I'll just do it now. Can I say their names or not? M and D. Okay. So we're looking at why did M and D break up. This is like it's usually about a 7 minutes, so I'll set it for 5 and then finish up. Okay. So donation lines are open if anybody wants to get a reading. I'm only probably going to be online for maybe the next 40 minutes. So Nina would like to know, I'm going to say in my head, she'd like to know why M and D actually ended up breaking up. What went on between them? What went on between M and D? Why did they end up breaking up? Can we combine what? What do you mean, can we combine everything? Oh, today with... Okay, well, when this goes off, I'll do it again. Okay? I hope you can't hear that music. The music's quite loud in here today. It's normally not like that. It looks like, from what's on the floor in here, it looks like they must have had a party or something. There is a donation from Bethel, so Bethel will be after this reading. Bethel with a detailed reading. Okay, so that's one. We're willing to take 2 more possibility. I should be okay in here for a while. Let's see how things go. I had a weird episode when I walked into the club. I was talking to you, Chris, as I walked in. As I signed in, I swiped in, and as I went to walk, I just went boom. My ears just felt like massive pressure in my ears. Okay, so the relationship at the top, it's showing me like what was, it looks to me like they were originally going to get married. There is something to do with a third party here in reverse here. So I feel that he may have had, D may have had somebody on the outside. But this looks like there was some sort of promise to marriage. M is also showing pregnancy here with the 3 and the 9. So I don't know if M was going to get pregnant or was saying I want a baby or things like that, but it does look like the top cards look really nice. It looks like 2 people that were possibly going to get married, talking about having a baby. So the relationship looks like it was all okay, but this could represent there's somebody else in the background, somebody else there. Hey there, Mickey Acott. Welcome to the room. All right, now the problems that went on with M and D. This is a lot of arguments, a lot of problems going on here. Now, I don't know the nationality of M or D. I'm assuming that M, related to you, is American, born in America, but D possibly getting deported, whatever. But yeah, this can represent some kind of legal thing, some kind of rules, regulations, government stuff. But this normally means massive, massive arguments and fights going on. There's also where they were looking at moving into a house, moving into an apartment, moving to a different state, whatever. So there was some discussion about what their plans were. Oh, so he was Black American, okay. So no deportation there. Yeah, so this is where they made plans and everything, but then somebody didn't commit to what was going on here. So it looks to me like M probably thought that they were going to have a baby, they were going to get married, they were going to move somewhere, but then it wasn't happening and they started fighting about what was going on. There's also some problem with money. Maybe there was not enough money, maybe he didn't have a job, or he lost his job or something like that. Being that you can't confirm any of this, it's really hard to know whether this is correct or what's going on here. Now, the middle ones are showing me definitely what happened. A third party happened. So I feel that he went off and got that other woman before he actually broke up. Okay, so it's showing me lies and deception around a third party here, which led to the breakup. And also a lot of arguments and jealousy and suspicion that you said we were going to do this and then I found out you're not doing this. Okay, we'll just restart that to continue going. The outcome is, why did they end up breaking up? Because somebody wasn't taking care of what they needed to do. I don't know, maybe this other person that D has moved on with, maybe she's pregnant, because there seems to be stuff about pregnancy here. But this is a new relationship, a new commitment going on where it's come in that something else had started before they finished. So I'd have to say what I'm being shown here is there was a third party involved before they broke. A lot of arguments happened. There may have been some money issues going on, and there is possibility that somebody got pregnant as well. So possibility is highly likely that that person who showed me the picture that D is now with, she might be pregnant. She might be pregnant. Or she might have said she was pregnant and she's not, just to get him, you know what I mean? Anyway, let's see. What went on between M and D? What happened? Why did they end up breaking up? Was someone cheating? Was somebody else pregnant? What was going on with M and D? It could be that, hang on. It could be that M wanted more than D wanted to give. It looks to me like it was over before. Like sitting in the problem areas, they've been breaking up and back together, breaking up, things like that. So I think a previous breakup may have happened where they just had a fight and they, you know, split for the night or the weekend, and during that time, D went off with somebody else. So when they got back together, that somebody else was already in the picture. So I feel like there was already a breakup, they came back together, some kind of wishes for the future and everything all in reverse, sitting in the problem area between the two of them. This tends to mean pregnancy, babies, solid union together. So I feel that the promises of what she thought was going to happen, it wasn't happening. There's also this trying to hold on but breaking free at the same time. So I feel that M was probably holding on too tight and D wasn't interested or whatever. So I do feel that one person was holding on, the other person was letting go. There's another female in the picture here. She came out in the other cards as well. So I feel that this is the female that D is now with. So I do feel that she's where he wanted to go. He wanted to get away from M because he wanted to be with whoever this person is now. He was juggling between two people. He was going backwards and forwards between M and this new person. Got sick of waiting, basically. Got hangman in reverse. Hangman, as you know, is where the person's waiting to do something. Hangman in reverse is somebody that says, I'm sick of waiting, I'm not going to wait anymore. Didn't want marriage in the future. Broken commitments here. This is usually marriage, going to be together forever, going to have babies, going to move in together. It's all in reverse. So another reason of the breakup was that the promises of what it was going to be just didn't work. It was an unsuccessful relationship. It wasn't working. Yes, they had a previous breakup for some time and did go with other people. Yeah, I could see that right at the beginning, that they must have had some fights and things and they broke up and they've come back together. But whilst they were broken up, they've been with other people and talking to other people. And then when they've come back together, those other people aren't just going to disappear and go away. You know, they're still going to be in the picture. So I feel like the dreams of marriage and everything unsuccessful. It's all in reverse, okay? And I also see that this is where somebody can't make a decision. This is where somebody decided to make a decision. So I'd assume that D broke this off. But I also feel that M possibly found out that D was fooling around elsewhere. All right, let's just do some of these to see what other messages you get around this. What else does Nina need to know about M and D? Well, what else do you need to know about M? Forget about D. D's moved on. D's with somebody else. Let's see what's going on around M. What other messages does Nina need to hear about her relative M? Okay. She has secrets. She's trying to get from where she's at to something else. She has, on the one hand, a man that would be there no matter what, be the husband, but she also has somebody else that's the playboy. So I feel that she's got two and he had two. And they broke up because both of them had other people involved in the background. But I feel that D moved on to his person, and now she's looking at, does she want somebody long term or does she want to fool around? It looks like loyalty, and then we've got sexual stuff. So she might be a little bit like you with the sexual desires and stuff like that, like where, you know, you really like having this person beside you, but you also like the fun in all of it, like with the male, you know. The outcome is this stabbing in the back kind of thing. So I feel that she's very angry towards you from the past and everything. So I don't feel that she's approachable at all. And there's a lot of blame and stuff going on as well. She has got some mountains and things she's going to be crossing, some things she has to do. And she's going to be taking a chance on something in the near future. What that is, I'm not too sure. It's like she's got too many options here. Like, on the one hand, she wants stability, husband, kids, all of this sort of thing. On the other hand, she just wants someone to, you know, sex and play around and have a good time. So she might be looking for these qualities in the one person, but they're very opposite qualities. You know, you can't have both. Oh, maybe you can. Maybe you can have somebody that's fun and sexual and out there, and then have somebody that wants to be at home and kids and stable. All right. So we had a payment from Bethel first. I haven't got the other phone. It's on charge at home. Let me just go and check what's going on in PayPal. Bethel with a detailed read, Crystal with a detailed read, and Alith a detailed read, and Alyssa with a mini read. Is there some reason we haven't got Bethel's question there, or what happened there? Oh, the questions in WhatsApp. Can it be done here on live, or is it private? Because if it's got to be done private, I have to wait till I'm finished and when I go offline and then record it. because I don't want to jump into WhatsApp and go there and then come back if I don't have to right now. So are you okay with me reading the question and then doing it on live? Oh no, I can jump out. I'll jump out and have a look. I wasn't sure whether you wanted it private or you wanted me not to say certain names or something. Let me go and have a look. And you're hoping that there's some kind of investigation into what happened with your job. So yeah, all right, general reading. Okay, we've done that one. We're doing this one now. Up next will be Crystal after this one. Okay, general messages for Bethel. General messages for Bethel. What's coming towards Bethel in July? Investigation into what happened would be like legal kind of stuff, like a 10 of spades, possibly a card that represents like a lawyer, a queen, jack or king of swords or spades, documents which would be the ace of clubs or the ace of swords, spades. Okay, so show me what's going to happen with Bethel in July around her job or any kind of investigation into that matter. I'm going to nominate that woman in question that caused all that drama. I'm going to nominate that she is this, the Queen of Diamonds, okay? Queen or Jack of Diamonds will be her. Possibly King as well, but Diamonds would be her. Okay, here we go, Bethel, good luck. Okay, you're the first card out in your own reading, you yourself, which is really good. Now, because we're doing general, this could be about love, it could be about money, it could be about court, it could be about work. So let's see what we get. Bottom of the deck we have... Okay, bottom of the deck, we have a new friendship with somebody. This looks like a working friendship, work-related. There's something to do with something in the past where it wasn't known or needed to learn a lesson or do something new. Now, I'm wondering whether this is you as the working person and somebody that needs to learn a lesson from what they did to you in the past. Anyway, that's sitting at the bottom. But I do feel that you may have a new working friendship with somebody. There may be a discussion where you support each other and you are doing something together, and it may be where you two are working together about something that went wrong, okay? Your top cards, you've got you back to back with the King of Spades. Now, I was going to nominate the Spades when I was first talking about the woman who did wrong, but I thought, well, the King of Spades would be more like something official, like law. That's why I didn't do that. So I see you back to back with this person talking about something from the past that owed an apology or whatever, something that went very, very wrong here, in the wrong direction here. And then this is doing the right thing. Now we do have Jack of Diamonds, which I said would represent the woman in question that did something. This is like a new contract or somebody being held responsible, held accountable, and doing it the right way here. This is very nice energy, so I'm hopeful that what went wrong gets rectified and balanced again, okay? I'm noticing that I'm doing this at the moment because of this pain and stuff in here and the exercises, so I've just got to pull the neck back and pull those shoulders down. All right, challenge areas in July. You do have a nice romantic sort of connection cards. This is not a challenge, this is something nice. This might be a new learning about somebody, kind of friendship kind of thing. It might be where you're going out, where you start to collide with this new person. Male or female, I'm feeling it's male more than female. The other things that are challenges are legal matters. I said that the aces, in particular the spades or the clubs, would be a legal document. This would be the rules and regulations being brought to an end, and this is where somebody didn't live up to their commitment on what they needed to do. So I do see there's some stress around this area to do with documents or somebody you know, standing up for what's right and doing the right thing here. But romantically, I feel that this may be a new friendship blossoming. It may be more than one, because you had the female card with the 3. So that would be a female friend through work. This would be more of a romantic kind of friendship feeling. It's nice. It's nice. I'm feeling like a kissy cuddle kind of, you know, under the stars or something like that. Maybe 4th of July fireworks, and there's a bit of a, you know, like, and it's just nice. Caller, welcome to the room. Paid readings, yeah, we should be okay. If I didn't really want to have something, just wait till I get to, when I'm starting Alyssa's reading, you will be on the list ready to make payment. But I've got this reading to finish. Let me just, let me start this at different minutes, right? Yeah, so I've got to finish this one, then I've got to do Chris's. When I get to the end of Chris's, we'll see whether you can make payment, and we'll do your question, okay? It just all depends. People are starting to come in for lunch, but I don't think anybody's going to come in here because they've shut the doors and put the curtains across. And normally when they do that, they don't want anybody in here, but they're happy for me to be in here because they know I'm working in here. All right, let's just reset this because there was only 3 minutes left, but I was talking, so I've set it for 5. All right, moving forward in July, you've got 2 things going on here. You've got a new plan in far as business goes. This is committing to a job, or normally a 9 of diamonds would be something about like superannuation or a payout when you're older. It can also be a settlement of some kind that's coming through in July, and asked whether you want to agree to the terms and sign the contract. So it could be a court thing, or it could be a work-related matter. We also, as I said, you've got this friendship card sitting here, a new friend coming in through some new journey and planning. So I do feel that this friendship is a working friendship, a partnership of some kind. So you may be offered a job. There may be some friend or relative of yours that says, hey, you know, I heard that you've been having a tough time with your job. Why don't you apply and come and work with us? So it could be something like that going on. Or if you did happen to go back to where you were, this is kind of smooth sailing, what I'm seeing here. I like it. There is also this negative card sitting here. This can be where somebody is, you're deciding that you're disconnecting from whoever this is. This could be a friend or it could be a relative. But you're deciding for your own well-being that you no longer need to have a connection to whoever this is. So you may be blocking someone in July for some reason. Now, on a medical side of things, this usually would represent some kind of surgery or procedure to do with the pelvic area of the body. This could be the ovary, the fallopian tube. It could even be the hips, the bladder, the bowel. But there is some kind of successful treatment or therapy, or maybe even a minor procedure to do with that. Now, is it you or not? I'm not too sure. This could be your mother, your sister, your brother. I can't remember, apart from that you've lost a brother. I don't know if you've got a sister or another brother. I can't remember if you've told me any of that. But yeah, it's not showing me who that's for. But be prepared in July. There may be talk of future surgery or something being corrected or something like that. It may have something to do with female, like gynecological kind of things. Yeah. The outcome cards are showing heated discussions around something you're very passionate about. Now, this could be court-related matters, this could be love, this could be basically anything, because we're doing a general reading, we're not focusing on one area. But this is complications and frustrations around something that you're very passionate about. Now, this could be the reading we did recently on that particular individual who is behaving in a way that is frustrating for you. This would be more of that around something that you're passionate about, you know. So we also have some kind of, this is normally a black 2 is if you were in a relationship, which you're not, but if you were in a relationship, this would be where a relationship's on tenterhooks and it's too many people involved in this connection with this person. And this is putting stress on this connection. So let's go back to the person we looked at the other day that's been showing up and been in the same places and all this sort of thing. I feel that this is showing me that outside influences have too much to say about what's going on here. Instead of just the 2 people sitting down and saying, look, this is how I feel, this is how I feel, okay, nice to know you, goodbye. Or let's be friends, or whatever the outcome is. I feel that there's too much surrounding that for this to sort of sort itself out. In regards to looking at this as a working situation, this would be where you've had troubles with work, you're very passionate about your belief system around what happened. There is some secrecy here involved in basically what happened to you at work was done behind closed doors, so to speak. And this is where somebody broke their contract of what was right and what was wrong. And this can be getting feelings of anxiety or just frustration about the whole matter. I do like that you've got the 9 of Hearts there. It is kind of like a wishes coming true kind of thing, but it's not easy to get there, okay? All right, the bell's going, so what we'll do now is just a quick top and bottom of the tarots just to finish this reading off to see what other message in general you've got. What else does Bethel need to know for July? And then we're up next with Chris. Caller, if you're still there, Chris's reading will be about between 10 and 15 minutes long. And then we've got a mini for Alyssa. So as long as nobody's coming in here, we should be fine. But let me get that one done. What are the messages for Bethel in July? Top and bottom. Well, you got 9 of Swords in reverse. So 9 of Swords is pretty bad, as you know, but in reverse, it's not as bad. 9 of Swords, 9 of Spades, something coming to an end, but it's not quite there. In the tarot deck, as you know, 9 of Swords is sleepless nights, stress, worry. I feel that it's in reverse because it's telling you that it's not as bad as it could be, and it's starting to wind itself up. You know, it's starting to come to an end. You do have the Devil in July, so I do feel there will be temptation on your part to maybe do this and that, but I also feel there may be some gaslighting going on from somebody, there may be some sneaky business going on from somebody, or some temptation in the wings in July. I also see you've got this 10 of Wands here. Now, 10 of Wands, a lot of people go, oh God, heavy burdens, you know, like too much to bear. I feel that this may be about work coming in where you've got to get some things sorted out, and you've got court stuff going on, you've got work stuff going on, you've got health stuff going on. So I do feel that there is a big build up of a lot of different things going on in July. But I also feel the 10 is telling you that it's not going to get any worse than it is. You know, it's not going to get any higher. And it's also some things are coming to a complete end, completely finished. You do have wishes, but it's telling you be careful what you're wishing for. It is in reverse. You do have double 9s sitting together, so I feel that 9 is very prominent in July, so maybe something's going to happen on the 9th. Maybe also in 9 days, 9 weeks or something, you're being told about things, some things that you've been waiting for, some things you've been dreading. Okay, so if you've been really, really worrying about a certain thing, maybe it's going to come to the forefront in July, and other things you've been waiting for them to happen in a good way, they're starting to happen as well. You know, so it's sort of a bit of a mixed match in July. Some things that you're really waiting for are going to be good. Other things are like, oh, I knew this would happen. I was hoping this didn't happen. and it's there though. We do have the King of Pentacles. Now, King of Pentacles, King of Diamonds, someone works hard and long, somebody there for the long duration, somebody standing by your side, almost like a protector energy with this card, can be male or female. I feel that this person wants to be with you for the long haul of things. Now, it could be romance because next to it we do have the Lovers, so I do feel there's a romantic flush coming through in July. So maybe when you go out somewhere, you're going to lock eyes with some new character. Hopefully he's the King of Diamonds and King of Pentacles, and start to explore some newfound feelings with this person. Now, I do know that this can represent Earth, can't it? It can represent Virgo and all of that. I'm not feeling that. I've always felt that Diamonds and Pentacles are fire. More likely that they're Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, is it? I don't know. I'm not real good with the star signs on. I do know that Leo is fire though. All right, and that's you, Bethel. Thank you so much. Hopefully that's helped and help you prepare for different things. Okay, Chris, may I know how things will go with G and I over the next month? He's been doing pretty good this week. Good stuff, good stuff. Okay, so let's get this happening. Okay, now when I get to this, you're welcome, Bethel. When I get to the end, getting to the end of this in the next 10 minutes, caller, I'll let you know. Just as I'm about to finish this one, when I get onto the tarot cards, yeah, I'll let you know whether yes, make payment or not. Because anything could happen. People are starting to come in. It's 12 o'clock. There's a lot of people out there. Nobody's gone in there yet. And the fact that they got the doors shut and the curtain across, there's people looking at this area now. No, they're walking away. Okay, so far we're doing okay. But if somebody walks through that door and they want to come in here, I can't run the area. But whenever they shut those curtains like that, it's usually to tell people out there not to even come in here. And I didn't shut them, they did. And the guy that works here, he told me before that on certain days, they don't like people to come in here and eat and everything because they've got to set it up for other things. And he said, and on those days, I'm quite welcome to use it. And I'm pretty sure it's today. I'm surprised because normally they're in here setting it up for the cards for today and tomorrow, but they must be using the thing upstairs this time. That's why they're not in here. Oh, we've got a payment. Hers is a mini reading for Alyssa after this one. All right, so Crystal, you want to know about G and July. Okay. Show me the connection with and Crystal for July. G. Now we will nominate that other person if they're going to be involved during July, as well as the same cards as always: spades for L, clubs for and hearts for G. If I see a couple together, no matter what they are, it will be you and G, not L, because you're with G, okay? All right, so Chris wants to know about July. Things are going well with G at the moment. What's there to see for July with G? Here we go. I got this strong feeling, as soon as I put this down, I get this big rush coming up. I've got this sitting here, and we got 2, 4, 6 in black with this in the middle. And when I said I get this rush of feeling coming up inside, it's a good feeling, but this is divorce so that G can give you the ring. Okay, so got that sitting in the middle of the 2, 4, 6 in black. 2, 4, 6 in black spades is divorce, finished, done. Okay, this is the end of the partnership. This is the end of the responsibilities towards each other, and this is the end of the life together. Okay, this is sitting in the middle of it. So for G to present this, he can't because of this. Okay. They're starting to come in and move tables, so I might have to move. We also have the card that represents G, and this is making plans and talks, talking truths, and a lot of love and affection and support, like that. I'm just going to clear in a minute. A lot of tables getting moved out of here. I shouldn't have said anything because I thought that they were going to be using upstairs and not using this room, but the fact that they're in here moving stuff. Okay, bottom of the deck, we have 3 of diamonds, 2 of hearts, and an 8 of diamonds. Very nice energy. This is togetherness, support, plans, and partnership, commitment. Challenge areas is just showing pain and not pain. So I feel that this is to do with you've had the surgery and there's times where there's pain, but there's a lot of love and support here. And a lot of wishful things that you're talking about, dreams about what you could do and what you want to do in the future. It's also an indication of, with that 3 at the bottom and the 3 over here, we know what this all means. 3s and 9s is pregnancy. We've got baby boys and stuff in the future here. We've got you, we've got information coming in, baby boys. The King or Jack of Swords has not come out, the spades. Oh, yes, he has, sorry. I thought he hadn't come out. He's in your challenge area, okay? So we have this on and off energy here. Really nice. Not so nice. I'm thinking this is just to do with pain and stuff like that. That's going to come and go. But I also see taking care of responsibilities and what's going to happen next. But we do, in the challenge area, we do have our King of Spades sitting right next to a document. This could be him stating his claim. This could be him coming in and out, trying to work on your mind, because this would be your head. Okay. Moving forward, in July, we have not so good turning into very good. So we start off with this romantic stability thing in your home. We have a bit of confusion or frustration about movement. So I feel this is you wanting to do more than you can do at the moment. We have plans that have to go on postponement because of pain or just not practical at this time. But then we have movement and happiness. I'm wondering if the 7s is all discussions in July about, I thought we would have moved by now, but you've had the surgery and other things are going on, but I still want to do this plan, because this to me is like talks of moving to a new house, even looking at what's available. Would you be renting? Would you be buying? Where would you be working? So I feel like while you're at home and recuperating and everything, Q and G are going to be talking about a future and making some firm plans about this future. We have some other female in a good way here. So this might be your cousin or relatives, auntie, whoever. But there's something nice here. Let me just pause this. Are you wanting me to move somewhere? I'm okay here? Yeah, because normally I go over that side, but the signal was best here.
That's okay.
Because I started off down there and I had no signal.
You're more than welcome to stay here. It's all good because it's only...
Yeah, because I'm nearly finished. I've only got 3 to do and I'm turning it off.
Don't worry about this.
Okay.
No rush, please. If you would like me to leave.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, the other guy, I don't know his name. The older fella.
The older fella.
With the glasses. And he's always in here doing stuff. I call him the janitor.
Is it one of the chefs?
He's usually in here.
one of the gentlemen in the blue.
He's usually the one doing the tables and everything.
Oh, sorry, Stuart.
Stuart.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry.
well, Stuart told me before, when those are shut and everything, if I want to come in here and do this, just do it.
Yeah. Honestly, just do it.
He said, yeah. Because I said to him before, like, people coming in and that, he said, no, usually if we're setting something up, we don't want people coming in here and eating and everything, but you're okay, sit in the corner.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. If it was like a group
Because
of like
I used to go in there, but they come in there for their lunch, and I don't want to disturb them while they're eating, you know, like.
I do know what you mean, mate.
All right, I'll keep going. I've got everybody watching me live talking to you. All right, back to it. Let's start this clock again. All right, so your end cards are very, very, very nice. I see making plans, invitations, you and some other female, and you did have this 3 of hearts, so I'm wondering whether there's going to be the pregnancy thing, Chris, in July. I'm wondering if it's all going to finally happen. Because you had the 9s, you had the 3s, they're all in red, and then you got the 2 queens, and you got the 5 of hearts, which is normally the baby boy. So I hope this is what it is, because this Jack of Diamonds is like an invitation or an announcement. And then you got the 2 women, and they're good friends or relatives, and they're working together on something. If it's not you, someone very close to you has got some very good news coming up in July. There's something you're postponing to do later when you're recuperated with your knee surgery. I'm assuming it would be interfering in certain things that you have to do. I was very surprised when you said about that G was asleep and what you had to do with the child. I thought you would be in bed asleep and he would be sorting those things out. So yeah, you must be walking about. Stronger than me. I think I'd be crying, holding on to my leg. Anyway, that's good if you're up and moving. All right, what else has Crystal got coming towards her? How's things going to go for her and G over July? Again, we nominate the same characters for the certain cards. Okay, caller, if you are going to pay, I suggest you pay now. I'm up to these cards. I've just been given permission, I can sit here. So yeah, up next we'll have Alyssa with a mini reading, followed by caller with whatever you're paying, but only one, either a detailed or a mini. If you're doing a mini, 2 minis is fine, or 1 detailed, okay? Okay, we got Empress, but we got her in reverse for July. So I just feel that this is fertility, pregnancy, all of those sorts of things being discussed, being planned. There may be an issue with it, there may be a delay on that, but I feel that this is just, you know, it's not a bad thing. I feel it's a good thing. In the challenge area, we do have this temptation coming into the picture between you and G. This may be temptation from outside sources. This may be L sending messages of love and wanting to reunite or help in some way. This may be coming from G's side of things, where somebody's saying, I need you to come home, I need some help with this. But yeah, I do feel that part of the problem is going to be outside interference. Sitting in the problem area, this is not a problem. This is somebody sitting down long-term commitment and making plans for a future, a slow and steady future. We do have the marriage card in reverse here, sitting in the problem and challenge area in July. So I'd have to say that this probably represents L being in the face in the picture. I mean, it would be, I'm not sure how you felt about messages that were sent and what was said, because I did see it coming. But yeah. Anyway, moving forward, we do see a lot of work in that, but as I explained before when I pulled out this 10 of Wands, I just feel like you might be doing multiple things at once, trying to get a new job or trying to work out where you're going to move to, doing health-related matters, financial matters. But I also feel it's a good sign that things are coming to the end, coming to a completion. We do also have this who's rescuing who here. I mean, if G's there to help you, you need to rest, you need to relax, you need to do whatever exercises you've been told to do, you need to take whatever medication you've been told to do, and let G do what G has to do. The only reason I'm saying that is in reverse, so I'm feeling like if G's there to be helping you, let G help you. Okay? We have justice and imbalance upside down here. So I feel that this is just saying that something's going a little bit skew-if, a little bit unknown, sort of like Elle, for instance, sending you that message, and it was really like, you know, really sort of getting in there, and it was very unbalanced. You know, this is something that needed to be said and done many months ago, when all those chances were there. Many months ago this needed to come in. So I do feel this is something to do with any kind of messages and things going on from L coming into the picture between you and G. I also feel that this may be on G's side of things, somebody getting in and trying to create some kind of imbalance. Your outcome with G is the Lovers. Beautiful energy. We also have this protecting card. Now, a lot of people see this as someone being defensive, putting a wall up and all of that. I see it as somebody who's protective, and they're working on one thing at a time, saying, let's just slow it down, let's work on one thing at a time. I think it's also about putting up boundaries, that you and G, putting up boundaries to other people so that you can focus on you. Okay, and then you do have eventual success with the Victory card. It is in reverse at the moment, so I do feel that this is telling me that eventually there will be successful outcomes with things, but some things are going to have to be put on delay. Okay, and we'll just do 3 of these for you. What else does Chris need to see about her and G during July? It's looking pretty nice. I'm liking the baby thing in there. Okay, first card out, the ring, the commitment in July. We also have the timing, got to wait, and we also got a lot of luck on your side in July, which is nice. Alrighty, so that's you. Up next we've got Alyssa with a mini, followed by, let me just go and check PayPal, is caller with a detailed read, but first we'll do caller detail. So we've got a mini for Alyssa, so let's get that done, and then we've got caller, and then we're finished for the day. So all rings are now closed. Okay, so Alyssa with a mini. What else do I need to know about Cash? Will he be attracted to me, or will he become as friends? Wonder JD, he will ask more about me. Huh? Also wonder JD, he will ask my friend more about me. I don't get that second part, what you're asking there, Alyssa. So the first thing you want to know, will it be friendship or will it be more than that with this Cash guy? But what's that second part you're saying there? I don't understand that part. You don't know who JD is? What? Also wonder if he... Oh, so, yeah, I was wondering what JD meant, like what's JD? Okay, so you just want to know, will it be friends or will it be more than that? And will he ask your friend more about you? Okay, so this is Minnie, here we go. Yeah, she threw JD in there for some reason. Will he ask your friend more about you? Okay, so Alyssa wants to know about this Cash guy. Where will this relationship go? Will it just be friendship or will it be more than that? And also, is Cash going to be asking Alyssa's friend more about her? So what's going to happen between the two of them? Mini reading. See how nice they are to me at the club now? There were other people that used to work here that were what I call haters. None of them are here anymore, and I've got a lot of admirers, not haters now. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck we have the King of Spades. I forgot to nominate anybody, but we don't really need to. We just need to see what's going on with the two of you. Curious enough, at the top of this reading, now I think we discussed this before, I think that Cash was previously in a relationship that really didn't work out too well, of course, because he's not with that person anymore. But it's not just you in this picture. We have the previous woman, okay? This is where things didn't work out. She's possibly not moved on and still sitting in the background. Because he's got this, it's not completely over, but it's over, if you know what I mean. So it's sort of like at times where he thinks what went wrong there, or why didn't it work out. But we've got you and we've got another female sitting here. So I feel that he's sort of exploring you, and he's still thinking about the past, but there's also some other female that he's sort of got his eyes on as well. So I don't feel at the moment he's really sort of looking for a full-time relationship or anything. It's showing me going out, talking, having fun, finding out about each other. Now, you did say, would he be asking your friend any more about you? These two fives are definitely telling me yes. That's two males talking to each other. But it's also truth coming out, asking things. But this is really nice energy. This is very friendly energy, very happy energy, very supportive energy. So I do feel that, yes, he's going to be asking questions about you. And I also feel that he's going to want to go somewhere with you. But I do feel it's not alone. I feel like it's more likely finding out through his friend whether you're happy to go on 4th of July and meet at the blah, 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 and everybody's going to be there and just sort of talk, because this is more like just talking and having fun. The nine of hearts is wishes coming true. So 9 of hearts is, you know, making things happen, making wishes coming true. But the fives as talking, right? Like the throat chakra, but they're also about movement. They can be car, plane, boat, or walking, okay? And they're also outside of your home. So 4s would be at home with family and friends and together. 5 is outside of your home at the park or at the club or wherever. So I feel that this is some kind of get together. It feels good, it's happy, and it feels nice. The only other way to look at this is something to do with a baby boy. Someone with a child, a baby boy. Okay. Moving forward, we still have this not willing to commit kind of thing, but willing to look at the options of making something more in the future. But at the moment, it's just showing that not anything where it's just used two together, making plans for a future. For now, it's just sort of showing getting together. And even the outcome cards are showing just a get together type thing. This would be a plan, an invitation. This would be him being fun and energetic and all of that. And then this would just be groups of people coming together. So your question, will it just be friends? It's not showing just friends, but it's not showing you two together alone at this point. I think the black 2 would represent that going from knowing whether the relationship is completely done with who he was with to saying, yes, it's definitely done now, right? So let's just do these 3 from the top for you. What's going to happen between Alyssa and Cash? What's going to happen between Alyssa and Cash? And you wanted to know, would he be having a conversation with your friend to find out more about you. Yes, yes. That looked like definitely yes. I just feel that there's going to be, oh, do you think she would like going to blah, blah, blah? I'm wondering whether he's a bit shy or something, because it kind of feels like someone who's just not too sure what to make of it. Okay, it's showing about this cheating card or deception card or some kind of hidden secret thing sitting in the challenge area. So like I said, even though he may have had a relationship that broke up and maybe she is dating somebody else or something like that, there may be this thing inside his head that then they didn't really finish properly, or she's still sending him messages, or so I do feel that there's a connection that's not completely broken. So if you use two to come together, it would feel like it's cheating at this point, even though he's not even with the person. It's like when two people separate and they're going to get divorced. Even though they're going to get divorced, they live in different separate places, they've moved on, it can feel, for one of them, it might feel that they're cheating if they start with somebody else because they're still with that other person, even though they're not. So yeah, the cheating card sitting there. Bottom of the deck was the cutting off the emotion card at the moment. So I do feel that he still has some kind of connection somewhere. We also have this trying to manifest something to happen. Bottom of the deck, we have once something else is finished, then manifesting something new. And the outcome card is just showing a lot of hard work ahead, unfortunately. And bottom of the deck is trying to work out which way to go. With the Two of Diamonds, Two of Pentacles is sort of like a 50-50 situation at this point. So it's only early days at the moment, Alyssa. That's why it's not sort of showing, and that was a mini reading. So I think if we did something where we said, where will things be by Christmas time between me and Cash? And I do a glimpse into November, December. And where am I with Cash by November, December? And see if it's still showing groups of people and talking and backwards and forwards, or whether it's showing the twos and together and lovers and anything like that. That might be the next question next time I'm live, or something that we might look at for you, just to see if it is going to go somewhere. Because looking at, is it going to be more or whatever, we're looking at a very small window like we're looking at right now. So right now it's just sort of showing, talking about you and possibly getting together in a group of people where you're both there. But yeah, it's not showing anything else. Anyway, thank you for coming, and hopefully that's helped. Caller, last reading for today. Thank you so much. Okay, so we're waiting on the question. Now, Nina, we did an extended thing for you today, so yours is all done. So, caller, okay, here we go. What, I don't know how to pronounce that. I think the J is silent. Dammy? Is it Dammy or Jammy? Jammy or Dammy? Do we pronounce it with a D or a J sound? Intentions towards me. We just started talking and I wonder what could be the outcome between us. Plus, feel free to let me know about any red flags. D is silent. Oh, so Jammy? Jammy. Why do they even put a letter on the front if it's silent? Like, honestly, the language sometimes is just so crazy. All right, so this is detailed reading about Jammy, and you've just connected with it. So what I'm going to do, because in light of the reading I just did for Alyssa, she wanted to know, would there be more, would it build, or whatever. So let's look at you in the next few months. Where will things go in the next few months between you and Jammy? You know, what's the feelings there, and is there anything that you need to be looking out for? Okay. Oh, Nina, I was going to ask you too, when you get time, can you shuffle up those tarots of yours and just do the month of July? I know you're not going to read them or anything, but just pull them and ask them for me, just, you know, what's coming, and put them out and take a picture and send it to me so I can do my own reading. I can do it for myself, but I like it when somebody else pulls it for me. Anyway, caller, let's just start that again, because I'm talking about me. Paula and Jamie, over the next coming months, it's a new connection, they're talking. What will develop over the coming months, and is there anything to be looking out for? Okay, here we go, Paula and Jamie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's some really big, stressful cards that are coming out in the situation with the two of you and where you are both coming from and trying to connect with each other. We have this at home, which I'm assuming you're talking online or on the phone or emails or whatever. This is where you're exploring, you're learning. A 4 is about learning, teaching, all of this sort of thing. But we have this big black 9 here. So this black 9 can represent things like maybe Jamie had someone close to him die violently, or maybe you had some kind of violent thing go on, or maybe there was some kind of bomb went off in a building. Or so this is something either on your side or his side that has been quite severe and strong in the background. We have this thing where you and Jamie want to do what's right, want to do things the regular way of doing things. Boy meets girl, you talk to each other, you go on a date, you get to know each other, you introduce friends, you introduce family, you know, step by step. So I feel that this is used to both sort of on the same board with, you know, where things should go and how they should go, okay? How they should, but traditional, basically. We then have this black 4 and 10 here. So again, I feel that either on your side or his side, there is something quite severe that came to an end. I don't know if there's, like, he's got a violent father or a brother in jail, or if he works in the police department or he's been in military or anything like that, that would fully explain why these big black horrible cards here, because he's experienced war or he's experienced crimes, or but yeah, there is something very heavy on one side or the other here in this connection between the two of you. This black 10 is being made right. Okay, so this is where he is trying to repay something or trying to fix something and doing a very good job at it as well. This is where somebody, let's say he did the wrong thing in the past, he was married, he hurt his wife, or something happened. This is where somebody's totally turning their life around and changing things. Now, there's no cards here representing alcohol or anything, but we do have a card sitting here that could represent some kind of hereditary illness in the family or some kind of fear thing. He's also got cards to do with baby sister or daughter, where there's been, I don't know if he's gone through some kind of tragedy, or I just get this feeling that there's something really hard happened. And he's been, for many months or whatever, been trying to rectify a situation. Part of it has something to do with money. It may have been he had a business and it got closed down. He had a restaurant, someone got poisoned by the food and they died. And I just feel something very big happened, and he's been working very hard at rectifying whatever it was, caller. Okay? Red flags? You said, is there any red flags? It's not looking like there is red flags. It's looking like there was something in the past, but it looks like it's being rectified. All right, the challenges with you and him, we do have this being very close together, making a commitment to each other. I'm wondering whether he's going to push for, I think we should get married, before you even really know each other. This could be a bit of a red flag where I don't want anybody else to have you, I want to be with you, you know, it could be that kind of energy, because it's sitting in the challenge area of, let's just do this, let's just get married. But you need to take some time with things. There is some kind of secret here. Now, I mentioned that in the top row, I didn't see anything to do with drugs or alcohol, but they are sitting here in the bottom. So I don't know if he has a brother or he was involved in people that were doing crime, but this can be that there is something in the background that wasn't good. But moving forward, we do have a friendship, we have desire, we have friendship and balance sitting here. We have deep feelings going on between the two of you. We do have him promising to be there no matter what. We also have some kind of thing he's holding back. This is some kind of secret he's holding back. So maybe his brother or somebody or his father did something horrible, and he doesn't want you thinking that he's like that. You know what I mean? That he may have been involved with somebody, or he may have been involved in something, but it wasn't him. That is the red flag I'm seeing. Red flag is there's either something illegal or something violent, but I do see somebody who found God, or they found people or a group of people, and they're working to rectify the sins of the past, basically. Okay? And then I see this taking care and responsibility and being very strong about looking after his family or his baby sister or whatever it is. So I do feel there's something that happened, and he works very hard to keep it covered, but he's also very into you, very promising. But I wouldn't be saying, yes, let's put a ring on my finger, let's get married, until you just at least have a friendship, go on some dates, get to know each other, and just, I feel like you're waiting and saying 7 months. Hopefully this is not 7 days and this is not July and you come back on here and say, he's put a ring on my finger and we're getting married. And I just feel that this is saying, let's make plans and let's do this slowly and step by step. I do feel there's someone in the background here that may pop in the very near future, and he will explain that this is done with this person, and I'm just working on letting them know what the boundaries are. So this could be an ex-wife, an ex-girlfriend, could even be a relative that's done something wrong that wants to be part of this world, but he doesn't want them involved. Okay? So it's not looking too wonderful, but it's looking like somebody that is making very strong efforts to correct something that went wrong before. Okay, let's just see what we get here to finish this reading. Thank you to everybody that joined us today. Thank you to everyone that donated. Hopefully my readings have helped. I must remind everybody that these are for entertainment purposes only. If you do have any legal matters going on, medical matters going on, relationship matters, please make sure that you're seeing the right people to sort that out. Lawyers, doctors, solicitors, whatever it is. Please make sure you're going through the right channels to sort out whatever's going on. And this is for a little bit of clarity and advice, but it is just for entertainment purposes. Okay, caller, let's see what other messages we've got about, what was his name again? The D was silent. Was it Jamie or Jamal? Where is your reading? Jamie, I was right. I thought it was Jamal. Oh no, it is Jamal. It's got an L on the end. I thought it was I. Okay, Jamal. What does she need to look for? Okay, here we go. We're just doing top and bottom because the buzzer's gone. I feel like you're going to have a big rush of, oh my God, this is too good to be true. When something's too good to be true, it's because it is. Okay. All right. You've got to make sure, like with this, there's working involved in this. This is upside down. If this was this way, this is two people working towards a common goal with each other. I feel at the moment that he wants one thing, you want another thing, and it's not sort of lining up too well, but you both need to know that this is going to take work to see where you both come out at the end of this. There is some kind of interference here. There's a third party thing in the background here. There's something that's not resolved or something that needs to be talked about and sorted out before you can take that step onto the journey with each other. This is in reverse, so it's telling me that you're not at the right point yet with each other. We need these two to be upright, not like this. Okay, so I want you to write these down and go, and anybody else who's had a reading, any tarots I've pulled, if you want to go to psychicrevelation.com and look up these cards to see what they mean. So you have 8 of Pentacles and 3 of Wands in reverse as a challenge in this relationship, okay? Coming next, we have the Lovers. So this is where I said this big rush of, oh, this feels great. This is a good card. It's showing balance, it's showing love, it's showing a union between two people. And then we have Judgment in reverse. This can be, don't judge a book by its cover. Don't get too cynical. Don't sort of start pulling everything apart and blaming his father or his brother or somebody that did something wrong. Get into this blaming or getting too judgmental on things. It is in reverse, so it's not too bad. Normally this is success in love because we got Lovers and we got Judgment. If they were both upright sitting together, where did I put it? That's weird. It's disappeared. The Lovers card is gone. I must have put it. Anyway, you had the Lovers card, you had the Lovers upright, and you had this in reverse, Judgment in reverse. If this was upright with the Lovers, I'd say that this means a successful outcome, but I feel this is showing that it could work, but there's a lot more you need to know. Your outcome with him is know where your boundaries are with this person, know what is okay and what's not okay, and make sure you set your boundaries, but also let's just work on what makes them tick, what do they like eating, where do they like going, what matches, what doesn't match, what's okay, what's not okay. So you got that. And your final card, it is 7 of Wands, which is normally about standing up for yourself and saying, no, this is how it's going to be. It is in reverse. So what I'm thinking this is meaning is it's okay to say, look, I don't drink coffee and I don't like the smell of it, so I don't want you drinking it. It's okay to say, I don't like coffee and I don't like drinking it, as long as I can't smell it and you drink it over there, that's fine. But to sit there and say, oh, look, you can't drink coffee when you're around me because I can't stand the smell of it, it's sort of a bit weird, you know? I'm just using that as an example. But yeah, the 7 of Wands is normally where you stand there and you say, this is how it's going to be, and if you can't do this, well, that's it. It was in reverse, so I feel that you need to have some things in place, but not too severe, okay? So just to finish off, let's just do these, and then we're finished for the day, guys. Thank you to everyone that joined us today. Thank you, Nina and Chris, for running the show for me, keeping things smooth. And I don't know when I'll get online again. Sunday we're going up to Sydney for my daughter's granddaughter's birthday, and tomorrow we might come to the club. Not sure. If we do, and I got this room and I can get in here, which I probably can't because they're setting something up ready. Yeah, I'll get online tomorrow if I've got a place to do it, and if we are at the club. Other than that, I believe that I'm bringing my grandson back with me on Sunday, and he'll be with us for all of next week, which means I will not be online whilst I've got my grandson with me. As soon as he goes back home and we come to the club, so it's probably a week away before I'll be returning. Anyway, caller, let's give you 3 of these to finish off. And Nina and Chris, just for helping me out today, I'm going to put these into 3 piles. The top 3 will be for caller, the next 3 will be for Nina, and the last 3 will be for Crystal. Okay, actually I'm going to do the bottom 3 will be for Crystal, the top 3 will be for caller, and the middle 3, I'm going to halve them, will be Nina's. Okay, so here we go. Okay, and half, half, half. Okay, so caller first, just to finish off. You have you being you. Be yourself. Don't change for anybody. You then have something very lucky coming your way, and you have... This is the card of the faces. This can be where somebody's playing a trick, playing a game with you and that. This is telling you, go along for the ride and do your own bluffing. It can also be, make sure that you can separate night and day, truth and lies, black and white, okay? Because somebody might be trying to pull the wool over the eyes. So thank you, caller. Crystal, yours were at the bottom of the deck. You have, ooh la la, you have romance, sexual energy, fertility. The lilies are all about desire and comfort, and if you have a favorite ice cream, this is you sitting there totally enjoying that ice cream. And if you have Mr. Dreamy with that gorgeous smile sitting right in front of you, this is you enjoying every minute just looking at that face. But you have that coming out. You have, oh my God, you've got the sun. This is healing, this is strength, this is love and harmony and celebration. Oh my God. And you have the fertility tree, but you also have the tree of life, the tree of growth, the tree of planning. This is putting your roots down and watching it grow. I love it. I love what I've pulled for you, Chris. Now, Nina, let's see what we've got for you. You have some dreams and wishes coming true very soon. You have an engagement or a contract being signed of some kind here. This is something where someone making a promise, someone giving you a gift, you might be getting a ring. But yeah, that's very good. And we also have some kind of secret thing going on for you coming up. This is where somebody might reveal something to you coming up in the near future. But anyway, guys, that's it. Thank you everybody that joined us today, and thank you, Chris, Nina. If I don't see you for the next week, hope everybody keeps well and safe, and I'll catch up with you guys when I can. Okay, bye for now.